Hi everyone, welcome to my next video. Today I would like to talk about the benefits and the challenges of living alone, especially as a senior, as I'll be 70 years old the end of this year, still can't believe it, and also off-grid out in the woods if this is a lifestyle you're interested in. There are many benefits in my view about living alone, but there's also challenges. And with anything in life, there are trade-offs. So I would like to talk about the positive aspects to encourage any of you who are perhaps fearful, doubting your own abilities, perhaps afraid of the unknown, that I would like to assure you that living alone can be, as it is for me, the most rewarding, awesome experiences ever. Now, first of all, many people, of course, do enjoy the company of others, and I get that. We're all different. However, I think a lot of what's going on in the world today, in society, are merely distractions from getting to know ourselves. A lot of the drama, the stressful situations, the news media that constantly pump out problems and chaos, we so easily can get caught up in all of that and lose track of where we're going in our own life. And I'm as guilty as that as anyone. I watch way too many news media coverages, and I realize most of that is absolutely beyond my control. Although I do like to be aware of what's going on in the world. So many of you, again, have expressed interest in living off-grid out in the woods, but you're afraid of possible consequences, negative outcomes of being too self-sufficient. And to that I say, sometimes there are things that we just have to plain go out and do it. Now, I'm going to laugh at this because it's funny, but it's true. Many people will criticize you, laugh at you, and come right out and say you're crazy for wanting to live by yourself out in the woods. Some people will shake their heads and say, that's really odd. Why the heck would you want to do that? And to that I say, don't let these naysayers take you away from what it is that you're looking for or that you'd like to achieve on your own. There are always going to be people who are judgmental, perhaps because they're fearful of trying it themselves, or even more so because they don't understand the dynamics behind living alone. Now, living alone to me has given me incredible peace and quiet, and solitude will give you a spiritual awareness that you can't find in crowds, in group settings, in other people leading you this way or that way. And again, I'm not criticizing people who do prefer group settings, who do prefer following certain beliefs or particular religions. I only want to encourage anyone to find your own beliefs, your own sense of where you belong in the world, and who you are as a person, because you will find it in solitude. It's definitely found to be that way for me. Challenges, yes. There have been times when I have not felt well. I have just done nothing all day to recuperate from a cold or the flu or whatever. There was a time when I fell on my ice and hit my head and had to stay in bed for a few days. And yeah, there are challenges, of course, but there are challenges in anything you do in life. So, living out here in the woods does have its challenges, but again, don't let fear stop you. Don't let other people make you fearful. And don't let their criticisms and their laughter and their misunderstanding of what solitude really is deter you from finding your own way. Now, being alone provides to me a very clear kind of a perception, a clearer perception of the world is what I'm trying to say. Because when you step back and you see what's really going on and you take yourself away from all that drama and all that chaos and all that confusion and all that minutia that a lot of people, for some reason, I guess, love to get involved in with the gossip and the nonsense with so much conversation going on in the world, and you get away from that, what happens is you find your own thoughts and you sort out your own troubles on your own by clearing all of that out of your mind. And I hope this makes sense because this is what it's done for me. Now, I've always been independent anyway, so I suppose if you're not an independent soul, you may find this more challenging than what you prefer, and that's fine too. We're not all the same, and if you enjoy crowds and enjoy the company of others on a consistent basis, then this lifestyle won't be for you. But I'm speaking to those people who really would like to be by themselves in whatever setting. And again, it doesn't have to be out in the woods. It doesn't have to be out in a tiny cabin in all kinds of weather. But my biggest suggestion to you is don't let anybody stop you. Don't let anyone who actually comes right out and says, gee, that's really strange, or you're different, or you're odd. Who cares? Let them think that. It doesn't matter. What matters is being yourself. And that's the best gift of all, and that's the best benefit with anything in life. And you don't even have to confront them, argue with them, try to change their point of view. Just, I say nothing because that's the best response. Why bother? They're entitled to their opinion, right? I would love for any of you to ask me questions about this because I'm very passionate about what I've learned by living alone and how I feel that I've evolved, not into someone else, but into who I really am. Because for years, I was everything that I thought I should be for everyone else. And that to me caused me intense feelings of sadness, confusion, frustration, and despair. And it led me absolutely nowhere. Now, if I was younger, I would find my little cabin in the woods and I would have started this lifestyle a heck of a lot sooner than 60 years old. So I'm speaking to any of you who are younger than me in particular. Don't wait to be 60 years old to try this. Scrape up whatever money you have and buy a little bit of land, even if you can't build a cabin right now. Claim your little spot, your little own piece of dirt, and have your dream and follow your dream and disregard the naysayers and go for it. So there's so much more I can say about this. I thrive in solitude. I'm the kind of person that absolutely loves the peace and quiet. And I think creative people are more so, tend to be this way. And so I can talk a lot about more of that too. So thank you so much to all of my subscribers. I have so much more to talk about. Please ask me questions or tell me what you'd like to hear. There are so many things I've discussed already. I'm going to do another video on some of my psychic experiences and talk about why I am this way, and if any of you have had similar experiences, which some of you have already shared. That to me is fascinating as well. So thank you again. Please feel free to ask me questions. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks, everyone.